This pullback should not have been a surprise to you. Hey there, Tamir from Fibonacci-Traders.com, your daily market recap. Like, subscribe, and let's see the charts. We have been talking about a possible pullback in the past few days, maybe in the past 10 days or so. We saw this sideways move. We said something big is coming, and here we are. SPY opened with a gap to the downside, but on the positive side, yellow zone is holding a support. We went all the way, retesting the yellow zone as support, and closed the day with a doji. Now let's see if this double top scenario will get validated, and then we will see 512, 509, and 505 to the downside. This is how it looks on the 65 minutes. Always zoom in, zoom out, and you will get a better point of view of price action. Gap to the downside, sideways move, and by the end of the day, bulls tried to gain some respect back, closed above the 518. Now, this area, the 516.50, needs to hold, otherwise 514, 511.50, and this gap at the 510.60 will get filled. And if you are not members in our Fibonacci Traders Discord, you have missed a great short we took yesterday, pre-market short. According to the US 500, the SPX futures, we took short once this blue trend line got broken to the downside, and as you know, it continued to the downside, all the way to this broadening formation. We have known about this broadening formation since yesterday, April 1st. We knew about this double top on the 65. According to this price action, we knew it's going towards this yellow trend line to the downside. And yes, members are making money in the Fibonacci Traders. This is my Twitter, so make sure you follow me at TamirTico2110 so you won't miss more trading ideas, day trading setups, swing trading setups, and of course, join the Fibonacci Traders Discord today, and you will start seeing results almost immediately. QQQ 0.86 to the downside. The lower border of the yellow zone struggling to hold. We have a gap to the upside, but looks like Qs needs to go retest the 432. Below 432, this gap at the 426 will get filled. Dow Jones almost 1% to the downside. This is not a surprise to you because we have talking about in the past few days about this double top scenario on the Dow Jones and the SPY and the Qs. So this pullback is not a surprise to you. Now, as you can see, the yellow zone, the lower border of the yellow zone, and the Dow also holding a support. Below it, 388 and 385 bearish signals on the Dow, bearish on the Q on the 64 and on the 4 hours. SPY 4 hours and daily are under a bearish signal. IWM with 1.84% to the downside, struggling to hold inside the yellow zone. We are still above this yellow trend line. If this yellow trend line will break to the downside, in my opinion, we are heading back to the 190 area. Bearish sentiment on the IWM. Bitcoin, this double top scenario, triple top scenario we have talked about in the past 48-72 hours is getting validated each and every day that goes by. We have talked about this, and if you don't know, you're more than welcome to check my Twitter. We have talked about this here. As you can see, April 1st, triple top on the 4 hours on Bitcoin. And what did we get? Triple top all the way to 64,200 and then 62 and 59. Same goes to the Ethereum. We have talked about it. You're more than welcome to check my Discord. Now, below 32.60. 30.60 will arrive below the 30.60. The same price action we saw over here. We will get to the downside, back to the 2800 and then 24, and it's all over once we hit 21 to the downside. KRE, sideways move, still in a sideways move. Look at this price action on the KRE. Nothing much. Since end of January, 2 months of sideways move. Magnificent 7, 1% to the downside. Broke below this uptrend channel. Inside the yellow zone. Below this yellow zone, we will see 37, 36, and then this gap at the 36.50 will get filled. SOXX 1.5% to the downside, but on the good side, we are still inside this uptrend channel. Always follow price, use trend lines and Fibonacci as your guide for future price action. SOXX sideways move, as you can see in the past 8 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 consecutive days inside the yellow zone. Now let's see, is this doji, can I signal us a trend reversal? Same as it did here, same as it did here, and same as it did here. For now, nothing on SOXX. Breaking below this area, breaking below the 222, we will see 212, and then this gap at the 204 will get filled. MSOS, 2% to the downside. We are still waiting for a break above the 1040, and then 1235 and 1550. MJ, the bigger brother of MSOS, or bigger sister, sideways move. 406 holding a support. 433 is the resistance. Above it, we will see 466. Gold continuing its journey towards 2370, 2390. Now the 2254 is the support. Natural gas trying to break above this yellow zone. If natural gas will continue its upside, this yellow zone will get broken to the upside towards the 191 and 2, and then we have this multi-bottom scenario that can take us all the way to 242. Next we have the XLF. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell because we are going live every trading day, 8:29 Eastern Time. Join me. Live Q&A, chart request, ask me anything about trading, about technical analysis, and we help each other become better traders each and every day. So don't forget to join me. XLF, sideways move, holding above the yellow zone, long continuation above the 41.80, and then back to the 42 and 43.46. But what do we have? All this area, super tough resistance on the XLF, breaking below the 41.45. We will see 41 to the downside and back to the 40.70 and 40.21. Never be biased. Never be biased only to one side, because no one knows what will happen next. With proper education and really understanding price action, aka candlestick analysis, the universal language of price action, you can understand with high probability, up to 85-90% probability, where price might be heading next, but it's never 100%. This is why we always need to prepare for both sides and protect the downside. The upside will protect itself. Don't worry. Gains will protect themselves. Profits knows how to protect themselves. The only thing we need to protect, the only thing we have full control of in trading is our risk management. XLU holding strong above the 64.85, long continuation above the 64.70, and then we will see 68.40 to the upside. Apple struggling to stay with the 168. Bulls are giving everything in their power to stay above it, breaking below, and we will see 165, 161, and then this gap at the 146 will get filled. And as you can see, this small table, small but super important. It gives us a point of view of the sentiment on multi-time frames, bearish on all time frames that swing traders needs to look at. Meta 1.2% to the upside, holding strong. Meta knows that below the 476, this gap at the 470 will get filled, and then back to the 446. So Meta bulls are giving everything in the power. We are still bullish. Look at this. Bullish, 3 bullish. Only on the daily we are bearish because we are still below the yellow zone. Microsoft 0.7% to the downside. Microsoft continues its sideways move, breaking below the 418. We will see 410, and then this gap will get filled, and then 399 to the downside. But overall, look at this table, bearish on the 4 hours, bullish on the 4 hours, bullish on the daily, and bullish on the weekly. Amazon trying, and for now, look at this, bullish on Amazon on all time frames. Can Amazon hold above the yellow zone? Long continuation above 180.60 towards 183, and then 190 to the upside. Tesla another day, another 5% to the downside. And it doesn't matter, and we don't care about the news. We have preparing for this downside. This downside is continuing. We are talking about it in the past few months already. News or no news, we know that Tesla is on its way to close the 146 gap, and then 136 to the downside, 160. Let's see if it can hold. Let me know in the comments below. Tesla, will she close this gap at the 146 before earnings or after? Let me know in the comments below what you think. For now, Tesla is in a bearish land until proven otherwise. Nvidia 1% to the downside. We have been talking about Nvidia, that bulls of Nvidia are getting weaker and weaker each and every day that goes by, and we are seeing it in the price section. We have been talking about this double top scenario in the past few days, and this double top scenario is getting validated each and every day. Now 867 is the support, below it 835, and then this gap at 823. Remember, more than 80%, 85% of all gaps will get filled throughout time. No one knows when, but throughout time, more than 85% of all gaps will get filled. And Nvidia have many gaps to the downside, so be prepared that more than 85% of them will get filled. This one, maybe even this one at the 632. Prepare for everything. Anything can happen in the market. Anything. It's a game of probabilities. It's the game, the long-term game. Netflix holding inside the yellow zone. Nothing much on Netflix, breaking below the 607, 602, and then 592. And then this gap at the 575. MicroStrategy, not surprising, 3.5% to the downside. Double top also on MicroStrategy. The 1400 needs to hold, otherwise 1035, and these gaps will get filled, and we will see 810 to the downside. Google 0.6 to the downside, but inside candle. Doji after yesterday's 3% to the upside, not surprising, still bullish. Google and Amazon are the only ones that we see bullish on all time frames. Let's see continuation on Google above the 155, and then we will see 162 together with this yellow trend line. AMD holding strong above the 171 area. This area, super important area of support and resistance. Always look left, try to identify support resistance areas by yourself. Train your eyes. This is the only way you will become a better First, better technical analysis, and then with time, with a lot of time screen, you will become a professional trader. Below the 172, 158, and then this gap over here at the 148 will get filled. If you want to know really how to become a professional trader, if you want lifetime guidance and support from a professional trader, me, check the links in the description below. Join me on the one-on-one mentorship program or the online expert program. Both programs will gain you lifetime access, support, guidance, all Discord channels. So join me and let's prepare for the second half of 2024. SMCI, just a scenario, observation. We have, if you are a pattern trader, we have a head and shoulders pattern. But as you know, Fibonacci-Traders, we do not follow patterns. The only thing we follow is price action. And what do we see? Yellow zone struggling to hold below it. 940, below 940, 855. And then this is the line in the sand. Below 855, ladies and gentlemen, SMCI have so many gaps to the downside to fill. First, the 773. And then we have another gap over here and another gap over here. Remember, more than 85% of all gaps will get filled throughout time. Once again, thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and the notification bell. Join me every day, 8:29 a.m. Eastern Time, preparing together for another trading day. Until then, stay safe.